So some of the lenders that I like to use for short leases, again, this may change depending on current market. We've got the mortgage lender. They call them TML, yeah, the mortgage lender. We've got Kensington, who just got purchased by Barclays Bank. So we'll see if they're going to keep them as Kensington, or they might merge them into their system and get rid of the short lease. By the moment, they offer short leases. We've got Land Bay, got Foundation Home Loans, got Capital Home Loans, got Kent Reliance, they're quite good. You've got a mortgage lender, they do it down to 70 years in terms of a lease. You've got Fleet Mortgages, you have Precise Mortgages, you have Paragon Bank, NatWest go down to 30 years at the moment. You've got HSBC, you've got West One, you've got Bank of India, they call them SBI for short. There's loads of lenders that will lend to you on the short leases. Amazing. Now, if it goes below 50, there's only a handful of lenders, like I say, but you might have to use bridging finance. So if you're going to use bridging, there's two main routes that the bridgers like you to use going forward. So with the bridgers, the first one is they'll give you the bridge, 25% or 30% deposit. Yeah, so 70% loan to value or 65% loan to value. Then the rule is you must serve a Section 42 notice in between exchange and completion. Yeah, that's rule number one. So serve a Section 42 notice in between exchange and completion. The other type of bridge that you can get is where the lender will lend to you, yeah, but you have to complete the lease extension before the bridge ends. Yeah, so you must complete before the bridge ends. So those are the two main ones. You also got a hybrid product as well. The hybrid product is where they'll pay for the property, they'll pay for the lease extension, and then you put down a 25 or 30% deposit going forward. So those are the two main bridges. I mean, the hybrid product's like a mix of the two.
And do
with
you,
the hybrid product,
when
sometimes you get fixed in for like 2 years.
So do you use that? Because obviously you talked about mainly doing it between sort of 60 and 80 years. So have you used this kind of bridge option as well?
No, I've always done mortgages.
Okay, so I like that because you're really experienced. So I'm taking from that I probably might not be looking at that bit. So I'm going to be looking at the things that you've done.
Yeah, no, there's nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. But you have to make sure you've done the maths, and as well with the bridge, obviously you're going to extend the lease. Now at land registry, there's been some delays. So one, because of COVID, it's taken ages sometimes to register a lease extension or even register a property, title deeds, whatever it may be. And then recently, last week, they were on strike again because obviously inflation. Obviously teachers were striking, NHS workers, TfL workers, bus drivers, whoever it may be, they're striking. And also land registry was striking. HMRC even struck recently as well. Yeah.
Oh my. So
yeah, so with this now, land registry have obviously gone on strike. They're back this week, I think. When was it? Yeah, but they're back today in some areas. So that's going to cause an even more of a delay. So depending on what you're doing, when you extend a lease, in theory, it should take you about three months-ish for it to be registered. But with some of the ones I've done recently, it's taken 8 months, 9 months to be registered.
Wow.
So my sister logged on to the, you can get them expedited as well sometimes. But my sister logged on and said, yeah, it's in the queue, ready to be registered, but hasn't been registered yet. So if you're going to refinance that property, or if you're going to sell that property, some lenders will want it to be registered at land registry before they actually move forward with that. So if you're on a bridge and then you're going to do a refinance or sell it afterwards, the other bank will look at them, download the documents from land registry and think, right, it's still on the old title, like it's still on old lease land. We're not giving you any money until it's been updated. But it's out of your control. Sometimes you can get, like I said, expedited, sped up, and then it's all right, but sometimes it's not possible. So if you're on a bridge for like 6 months, and then you've got to extend it by another 2-3 months. Could be £1 grand, £2 grand, £3 grand a month going forward on that bridge. If you've got any refurbs to do or reconfiguration, that's going to eat into your profits.
Yeah.
So you have to be careful going forward if you're going to use a bridge with short leases. It works well when land registry are on time.
But we can't, and it's all about, isn't it, controlling the things that you can control and having as few things in the deal that you can't control, because otherwise that gets a bit scary and we all want to sleep at night, don't we? So yeah, really interesting.